working along with the team is really wonderful work. Thanks for your time and efforts.
Thank you, Pete. Now it is a pleasure to introduce our keynote speaker, Imran Pasha. Imran is a technical writer. So Imran is a technical writer at heart and currently leads the documentation team as the Director of Technical Publications at Nutanix, India. He works with a team of 24 talented technical writers who handle most of the software documentation. Imran is dedicated to enhancing the customer's experience by bringing innovation ideas to fruition. With around 17 years of experience in technical writing, including 10 years with Nutanix, Imran has a wealth of knowledge and expertise. Most of his experience lies in the cloud domain, one of the most challenging spheres of IT. Please join me in welcoming Imran to the stage for the keynote address.
Yeah, hi. Thank you guys. Can you hear me? Yeah, hi, once again. So I am here to present Keynote. By the way, I attended one Keynote around 15, 16 years back, and I actually told my, you're not able to hear it. Now you can hear. Yes. Yeah. Hello. Yeah, as I say, I attended Keynote and I told the guy whom I met with, I said, oh, I don't know what he's speaking. And here I'm presenting a Keynote now. Yes, so whatever I made or whatever I put down, I think it will be relevant to majority of the folks, mostly tech writers, the last slide especially. And it will be relevant to ICs, managers, information architect, content strategists, whoever. Okay. So yeah, I am working at Nutanix. How many of you know Nutanix? Good, lot of you. I think yeah, that is my team knows. Okay, next the what you call the heading is yeah, you can say director is bit. I started as a tech writer in Nutanix. At that time it was a startup, and you can say growth and all and everything. And now I'm in this position. The title is quite heavy. I'll try to make justice to it. So I've been told like what to present and all. So basically, all these points, whatever is noted, I can talk half an hour because as I said, when it was a startup, there were a lot of things to be done, and we did it. And where we are right now, it's the effort of my team and all. And so as I said, it's complete team effort and all. So as I said, we didn't have much when we started. It was a startup, and now it's almost a $2 billion company on the revenue. So yeah, we took a lot of crucial decisions right at the start, like whether to go for CMS and open source. So we decided not to go for CMS, and it's maybe a controversial statement, but I don't think it works. First of all, it's CMS works, but it didn't work for startups. So we decided to go with GitHub because first of all cost, and secondly we were able to do a lot of automation and innovations in version control and what you call GitHub. And we have one of the important slides regarding what we did with that. Customer feedback. So I don't know, this I learned from my team, whatever customer feedback mechanism that we have in Nutanix, it's not been there in any company. They have worked with, like we have writers from almost all the companies like Cisco, VMware, I'm from VMware brother. Yeah, and I was from VMware. And Red Hat. Yeah, you can say that. Yesterday I was talking, they were saying that Red Hat, they didn't care about customer feedback much. Okay. So if you, especially if you have a version control, so like for example, if you have version products, version product in the sense like you have versions on the portal, the Google search will impact a lot. Why? Because 85 to 90% of the folks, they will come through Google or through your portal search wherever you are posting the document. No one will come to your landing page, open the doc, go to the topic. No one. Only writers do because they have to see the docs. Majority of the folks will search. Okay. And if you don't fix your search right at the top, you'll have a lot of issues. And we had issues, we fixed it. We fixed Google search, we fixed internal search, page ranking. Because the page ranking we recently fixed, because if you don't fix page ranking, the Google algorithm will remove the link itself from your from its search mechanism and it will not come in Google search. This is very important. So as I said, I can talk on each topic for half an hour, but I don't think I have time. Automation is very important, especially if you are starting from a startup company, because at that time, startups are going like there will be few writers and there will be a lot of work to do. And so we automated command line at that time. We did automation of API reference. We did like full end-to-end publishing automation. As I said, I have a slide regarding what we did, and you'll be amazed to see what we what we were able to achieve. So if you have any questions or anything, you can ask me later. So as I said, this is one of the mechanism feedback success story. This is success story why, as I said, it's not been done in any other company, and this is in ask my team also here. So the pioneer is the way that you design in Nutanix, okay? Because I was just looking, I look at only three things when I'm thinking about a director position. Whether my customer is satisfied, whether he's getting whatever he's looking for, he or she. Whether my team is satisfied or whether they should get what they're entitled to. And ultimately they should be engaged. Okay. So that's why we designed from the customer perspective. This is the first time we designed. We had a lot of thrown back like no, you can't do that and all those because they said we received only one feedback in a month, and then I got to know that we'll receive only 1 star. It's not the case. Right now we are receiving approximately 500 feedback. We started with less than in a quarter 500 plus feedback, and this is approximately rating of 4 plus. Right now, you'll be amazed to see. So it shows the kind of quality that we have. The same mechanism was implemented across support and solutions team. They didn't have it. So KBs, you can say, KBs and the solutions team who writes the solution doc, they took our mechanism and implemented it. Okay. I have myself created 2000 plus Jira tickets, and my amazing team has fixed most of them in 5 days. Some may require a lot of back and forth. So we got rave reviews in the slides from internal and external customers. And as I said, I'll only include external customers because internal customer we receive almost on a weekly basis. So this is the thing. I don't know whether you can read it or not. So I'll just read it for you. Over the years, I have provided feedback to multiple companies regarding a variety of issues. Actually, this is a customer who is paying VP of infrastructure in a very big company. And I don't recall ever receiving a feedback, let alone a feedback in 24 hours. It's very impressive on how much Nutanix believes in customer service. I have been working in Nutanix for 2.5 years, and the level of service Nutanix provides is easily amongst the best. I have received from various companies I have worked in the past 22 years. Thank you for being part of Drive for Excellence. Nutanix clearly aspires to. So if you show this to the top management, the kind of effect that you have is amazing. Can't even believe. When we show this to our top management, there's a way, they are a subscription company. So they will subscribe. Every year they have to subscribe. This will lead to customer success. And by the way, as I said, let me reiterate, he is a VP of infrastructure. The second one, again, an external customer. This we received last month, so the last one was last year. So what happened here is like he was not running on the right cluster version, and he gave the feedback. He was running on the old version, but as you know, we fixed the Google indexing. He was looking at the right version of the document, like latest version of the doc. Then we replied back. We closed the loop. That's our basic motto. We closed the loop with the customer. There we said like, can you let us know more in detail, because he gave a very bad feedback. Then he came back and said that he was not running on the right version. He was running a very old version, and he was looking at the latest doc. And he which is equal. Again, I'm sorry. Thank you for following up. I can't say I've ever had a company follow up like this. That's nice to see. Okay. So this is an impact that you can create on customers, and actually you can showcase to the top management. So this is a success story, as I said, and if you are not having a feedback mechanism in place, please do it. I can let you know how we did it. As I said, closing the loop is very important. When we close the Jira, we will reply to the customer saying that we have fixed it. Go and check for yourself. Where we are right now, we are doing a lot of things. Okay? So doc as a code, you might have heard about it. CI/CD. As I said, writers' productivity is very important to me. The writers should focus only on the things that are important to them. And important to them is writing. Okay, they shouldn't worry about publishing, anything else, basically publishing or what is happening and all. So we did end-to-end CI/CD implementation. Right now, what writers have to do is like they have to just cut a PR and publish it across all the 3 branches. It will happen in 5 minutes. It used to have like let me have a slide in detail. We started with AI initiative. So I know that everyone is talking about AI. So we also have AI at Nutanix program. So documentation team is part of it. In fact, we are front runner and a lot of things we are doing. I have the slide for that also. What's keeping me awake is process adherence. You have process for everything. So but folks should follow the process. So right now I'm working with amazing tools developer to see whether how we can adhere to the writers adhere to the process end to end kind of thing. So peer review, manager review, portal review, everything. So case reflection, I don't know how many of you know case reflection. So, case reflection is a percentage that once you reflect a case, there's a certain dollar value attached to it. And right now our range is around 27 to 30. It is not increasing from 2 years for some reason. So I don't know why. I need to talk to a lot of folks to get it implemented. I mean, like, see what is happening. So it saves a lot of value because if you deflect a case, because after reading your document, the customer doesn't open a case. That means you have reflected a case. So this is where my thinking is going, like how to improve the case reflection, because every this is $950 attached to every software case, $1,200 attached to every hardware case. So you can deflate it, nothing like it. You can showcase to the top management. Review mechanism, as I said, right now we are using multiple review, basically Google Doc, Oxygen, Content Fusion, Word document, PDF, everything. So we want to standardize on something. So we are thinking of whether we can standardize on our dev portal. We have portal, can we standardize and provide entire user experience the way we have for Google Docs, almost the same on our dev portal. It's a challenging, it's a challenging thing to do, but if you don't start, you will not end somewhere. Okay. Expanding our automation scope, as I said, we have done a lot of automation. Like CI/CD and all, we are thinking, we just now implemented doc links, where if the links are breaking, the writer will not be able to check in the file itself. So that is the level of automation that we did and we are trying to do. Because you might have heard like this link is breaking, that link is breaking on the customer portal and all. It is not at all. We get it from the feedback mechanism. This link is not working and they give 1 star, which you easily avoid if you just automate it. So as I said, this is CI/CD workflow. I am not the right person to talk. I think, as I said, we have amazing tools developer here who implemented this. I just told her we needed assistance, and we did it. Okay. So it's bit like the mechanism is, you can say, is bit long, but it's not. You cut a branch, fix it, open a. I am talking about the Jira ticket workflow, not a feature workflow. Cut a branch, fix it, and open a PR and add a level. So it will get published in all the 3 branches. We maintain N-2 branches. So basically we maintain 6.0, 5.9, 5.8, sometimes 5.7 also. So if you don't do it, every time you have to go back, again cherry pick the content, publish from that branch and all, it was just creating a lot of hassles. So as I said, we found issues and we fixed it. So I have a metric, and this is a metric from actual work. I have not made it up. So before, when we were a startup company, we were using loaders. So what is loaders? A VM-based mechanism, and all. You log into the VM and you publish. It takes time, stage load, prod load. It used to take approximately 60 to 90 minutes, depending on the size of the file. So like one of our biggest docs are like it used to take 90 minutes. Then we said like it is just not working out because I was getting so many complaints and all. It's taking a lot of time. So we went to the portal team and said like it is not working. So our portal team implemented something called as IRM for us. The portal team who manages our portal. They use some Amazon service called Lambda, and they automated in a way like it reduced to approximately 30 to 65 minutes depending on the size of the file. But still, folks had to go to all the versions, cherry pick the content and publish the content. So what we did is, as I said, we wanted CI/CD and we did it. So initially we did it without cherry pick workflow. Okay, so what do you mean by cherry pick? Like the same content it is there. Generally, 95% of the cases it is applicable in all the old branches also, especially if it's a bug fix workflow. So what we did is like we automated it end to end, and now the time reduced to 45 minutes, basically 15 to 45, not 15, 30, 20 to 45 depending on the size of the file. But cherry pick workflow was still not there. And then it took us a lot of time, the cherry pick workflow, to get it implemented. And now, believe it or not, it takes only 15 minutes to publish the content end to end for a bug fix across all the 3 branches, any bug fix. So, I think I require a lot of, it went through a lot of effort, and it was a big success for us. So where we will be, as I said, everyone is doing AI. So we are also thinking of AI. So what we are doing, we tried a lot with video generation, video automation. We tried doing, the writers doing it, and it was just not possible because they were working on their regular stuff, and they said that it was getting too much. I said that it is just not working. Then we took some external agencies to do it, but still the writer had to get involved, and they have to prepare the file to get the video out. Okay. So what we did is we thought, I need videos. Basically everyone, especially if you are talking to top management, they will say, when are you taking videos? I need videos. So what we are doing is like we are automating the video generation through AI. We can't automate because it's a patent, we are in the process of filing a patent. So maybe after 6 months, if it is, at least some patent will be there in my name. Hope so. Okay, by the way, we won the Engineering Wide Award. This was presented in one of the hackathons. And documentation team. Documentation team won the first award. Documentation team was only one guy for working on the documentation team, but it was her idea, so how to do it and all. So it was an Engineering Wide Award. And you will not, like, Nutanix is quite a technical company. And in that, coming first in all the projects, it's an achievement in itself. Because we had a lot of other very cool projects and all. So, and as I said, the top management was asking for videos, we gave them. We gave them whatever is selling the MVP kind of thing. But we are trying to fully automate it in a way that we can present it. Okay, so now explain the code and all, summarize the content is already there. A few companies have already implemented it. It's going to come on in month of Jan for us also. Localization is the one thing. This, when I presented to the top management, they said like, please do it at the earliest. So what we are doing, we just have a drop down, select the language in which you want the content to be localized, it will be done. So we'll of course save money because we are taking third party help to do it, and of course it will be plug and play. You just write in English and publish in any language. Okay. So this again, it's the next 6 months in pipeline and all. Reimagining online help. So just think about it. I think majority of you folks will be having in your company online, and you click the question mark, it opens the page and all. So just think about it like, can't we provide a single pane on the, like in the UI itself, product UI, where if you click a question, the bite-sized content of where exactly the customer is looking for is only displayed, along with docs, KVs, and support. Like for example, I'm looking at it's a metro availability configuration. It's a big, it's a 3-page procedure. But I just want to know the production policy. Why I have to read all these things and all? I just want to know the production policy. If I click a content, wherever it should automatically find what the customer is looking for, and find the docs, KVs, because generally if they are not able to solve it, KVs will be there, and of course support. They can directly contact support. So this is the thing that we are trying to implement. The first version is coming in next 6 months, and then of course first version will be manual. You have to manually add the docs and KVs, but later on through AI we are planning to automate it and run. As a review mechanism, we are planning to do this. AI should help you threaten. A lot of folks have a lot of things about whether it will happen or not, kind of thing. So this is a math. I just found out when I was preparing for this. The math teacher protested actually in 1966 in US. about use of calculators because they said like their job will go. But I think right now my teachers are using it for their own day-to-day activity. So AI, I don't know what will happen after 10 years. So, but we can right now we can use it to enhance a lot of good customer experience. And if it happens, it happens. Okay, as I said, majority of the things whatever I said right now is for managers and all and information architects and all. This is for tech writers. Okay, what is there for me in this keynote? I know generally I feel keynotes are boring, but yeah, okay, please bear with me. Please upskill whenever you are attending the interview, especially in Nutanix, don't attend it like for the sake of attending. Do the basics right, because I've seen folks working in the networking domain and when I'm asking basic networking questions, they don't know. So if you are attempting something and attending in any company, do some basic groundwork before attending and all. Don't be brand biased. I joined as a startup. I joined Nutanix when it was a startup. Of course, only 1% of the company becomes successful after that. In that technical writing should be there, in that there will be growth. You can say I'm lucky, but okay, I made a conscious decision. What is the decision? Basically, what is the growth rate? You should look about it. You should look at the financials of the company. And a lot of folks, they don't know, they don't look at the financials of the company. What is rule of 40? What is it gap profitable? What is ARR? Especially if it is a subscription company, all these things are very important. But the growth is very, very important. Rule of 40 is growth is like how much in the last quarter, last fiscal year, this quarter, how much they have increased, how many percentage. And what is the growth rate and what is the cash flow? If it is more than 40%, that is rule of 40. It's a rule of 40 company. ServiceNow are a rule of 50 companies. We are almost rule of 40. And these are the companies, we are good companies to work. Gap profitable, like you have the share list or share compensation is attached to it, it's a gap profitable. We are annual recurring revenue. We just not a good annual recurring revenue and stock spend in any case. So we missed by only 3 million. Okay. Benefits apart from salary, look for options, especially if it is a startups. Are they providing options, RSUs, ESPPs? My team is sitting here. I think 90% of the folks were not interested in stocks. I told them, please take it. They said, no, give me high. I don't want stocks. They told me on my face. They said, dude, please take it, you'll thank me later. They're not thanking me, that is a different thing. But believe me, it will help. And when I gave them, RSU is related at 0, now they will stop after some time. Once the company becomes successful, they have a Wall Street estimation and all those sort of things. So options, RSU, ESPP is also very important. So start, basically think about the team and just sometimes trust your manager also. Good that you trusted and joined. I think pretty much everyone is very happy. It is not showing the results, but I don't think that they have taken it. Startups and recession, so it's very important. Startups is, as I said, only 1% of the startup they become successful. In that you should have a tech rating, and then it should have a growth and all. Should be very careful. I've seen folks. I think one of my ex-colleagues is here. He was joined a startup. He's working out very well. One of my ex-colleagues, it didn't work for him. So be careful when you join a startup. It's especially join a startup if it is at least raised Series E. Okay, and if it is an enterprise-based company. Apps and all okay. So you can say that. A recession, I think it is coming. For some reason, it is coming from 2 years. It is better to stick to a established company right now. I feel. Work environment is very good. As I said, none of the guys they took it, but in an internal survey, whatever we launched, Nutanix, our best place to work is 100% in Bengaluru. And across India, Pune and this thing, it's 95%. So there's only one person who is not satisfied. Okay. Out of 27, it's decent amount, I would say. And other 100%, whoever has joined, came here, all of them happy. That's why they came. I think. I think fields that you can target. I think this is very important. I worked in 15 years on a cloud company. So if you are, please upskill and join a cloud company. Try to join a cloud company. Okay. Especially Kubernetes. You would have heard Kubernetes and all. Why Kubernetes is important and all? This is a container-based application. Nutanix is VM based or VMware or you can say some other small companies also. The VM based application will go. Like over the course of next 10 years, container based applications will grow at the CAGR of 32%. So we are also trying. There's a product we acquired in all NKP, and all lot of good companies, a lot of good customers now, like technically savvy customers, they are not taking VM-based applications. They are moving away from it and going to container-based applications. Kubernetes is the thing that, according to me, we can target and all, and we have that also. Evergreen is disaster recovery and cybersecurity. We have that also in Nutanix. In upcoming AI, we have the AI product also. We have everything. Okay. So we are working on all the cool technologies, and we are a cloud company. Okay. So last, come join us when the lake opens. Right now it's not there. Maybe last slide. Why you want to join us? Like as I said, engagement score. You can say, right now there are no stocks and all. Because that's what they say, make hay when sun is shining. That's what I told my team. They're happy now, I think so. But yeah, we are still a very good company to work for, I feel. And the growth is there. I would not have been standing here. Like a lot of folks are senior to me here. I joined as a tech writer at that time. What will happen and all, with startups and all. If you work hard, try to improve, think about customer, think about employees, you may also stand here. Thanks. That's my time. Sorry, any questions? I think
now we have floor open for the Q&A. So anybody in the audience can come up with any questions.
So if you have any question, please raise your hand. We will hand over the mic to you, and then.
I hope keynote was good. As I said last time when I attended, I didn't like it. Hope you like it.
Hello.
Yeah, hi.
Yeah. If Nutanix comes up with a new requirement job vacancies, what would be the ideal job description would be? What would be the expectations from the candidate?
See, someone I think is said like interview experience is very important, like for the candidates and all. We don't ask what they know, we just ask what they have done. We don't expect them to know about all these things that I showed. If they just explain us what they are doing right now with confidence, that's more than enough. Of course, they have to clear the other 3 rounds also. But yeah, for me, okay.
What are the other 3 rounds, sir?
Other rounds are slightly technical. They may go deep into networking and whatever. Suppose you are in a meeting, they'll ask more in detail about technical. And suppose you are in a cloud company, they may ask you. Kubernetes, I have not seen anyone working in any case. So basic. It's not like some NASA interviews and all. Basic. All of them are normal people in my company.
Next question.
Okay.
Yeah.
I have worked with 3 startups, and one common thing that I had seen is that whenever the anticipated business does not happen, in the entire product team, the first downsizing happens in the documentation team. So,
That's what I said.
as somebody who has grown from a tech writer to a director, so do you anticipate something like that and then take the necessary measures so that?
Yeah, so when I joined, as I said, I was in VMware. So I did conscious decision. I think if I don't have, if you folks have time, I can give a story. Why I joined Nutanix. It was a startup at that time. I was just talking to one of the QA folks whom I was working with as a writer. He said, Nutanix, there is a screwing us, and he was working on a storage product of in VMware. I said, what is it? Like at that time, no one heard about it. So I just researched and did a lot of research before joining. Okay, so and after that, there's always a thing. We were about to fail at least twice. Because of course, VMware screwing us, because they didn't want us to succeed. And secondly, there are multiple things. Growth is a very important factor, and with Broadcom acquisition and all, it's a blessing in disguise for us. So there's always a threat. That's why I said you have to be very careful when you join a startup. But I always had a confidence that it will succeed. I trusted my leaders, and that's what I recommend my.
But my question is, as a leader, where you are right now, do you see that you need to strategize the hiring in a way so that you don't have to downsize when?
Yeah, you have to be careful. You always hire n-1. Suppose you require n, you hire -1, and You show like generally people say tech writing is just what a cost center. It's not a cost center, according to me. As I told you, like the kind of feedback that we are getting, if you showcase to the top management, they will say, oh, okay, great, these guys are doing something. The automation part, CACD, end to end, and the automation of AI, as I said, we won an award. So you showcase your value as a team to the top management. And I said, I didn't do anything. I thought about it and just I told my team, and they did, majority of work, they did, kind of thing. So, but it's up to a manager to showcase how the team performs to the top management. That is where I think the management lies, and I think I did a good job because I was the first writer, by the way, to join Nutanix, and we are a team of 27 writers across India and Pune. So you have to be careful, you have to read all the things, tell them all the genuine things, both good things, bad things, and all, and let them take the decision.
Yeah, so prevention is better than
Yeah, prevention is always better.
I forgot to introduce myself. My name is Mridula.
Yeah, hi.
And right now, I am working with ServiceNow.
Oh, okay, thanks.
Hi, myself Sneha, technical writer with Symphony AI. Since you said you're using AI in Nutanix, so I would like to know, are you including AI in your documentation or as a product you are documenting?
No, we are not using AI. Like we are using Grammarly, and you can say there's AI, but it's not. We are not for documentation purpose. To come up with some products that will enhance the document, like videos, automation through like localization. That is also kind of a product you can say, as a service, but not for documentation purpose.
Okay, thank you.
We can't use it also. I think some legal issues. We have to be careful. Any other questions? Okay. Yeah. Okay. Thanks for my team for coming on. I'm privileged to be leading the team and all. It's one of the greatest experience that I had, of course, in Nutanix and leading the team. Thank you guys.